You brought in a lot of new leadership this season, especially with Dave Stewart and Chip Hale. So can you tell me some of your early impressions with both of them so far?
Well, they're part of a group. You know, there's the John Watson, Brian Manetti, we got new sky director, and everybody brings a lot of energy, a lot of experience, and what you wonder about when everything's so new, how quick can they bond, become a team. And I think there's so much mutual respect, and everybody recognizes the abilities that they've come together really well. Chip has been preparing for this manager role for years. I mean, he is so qualified, he's got great experience, he's really taken charge this spring. Dave Stewart, we were teammates at one time. I saw his dedication and competitiveness, and when he quit pitching, you know, he stayed in baseball for a long time in the front office, and then he became an agent, so he's got a great background.
Going off of that, I just want to know, with Dave, you guys do have history, so what did you see in him that he would bring to the D-backs?
Well, you know, you start with one reality, the most simple of all, and that is, you know, our profession is about two teams playing a game with a score. And that's what it is. It's a competition. Everything else that comes around is important, but it's all about us against them and try to get the score in your favor. And Dave never forgot that it was a competition. When he was pitching, he was very competitive. When he wasn't pitching, he was a very supportive teammate. So, and he had a love of the game, obviously, because when he quit, he stayed with the game, did a lot of work in front offices in San Diego and Toronto, and then he stayed in on the business side. So when you have that kind of background, it was an easy call.
And for Chip Hale, we all know he brings a lot of energy to the team, but what else do you think that he's bringing to the D-backs this season?
I think from the day he probably started playing in Tucson and going to the University of Arizona and signing with the Twins, who are very instruction competitive oriented, every bit of his resume is leading him to this opportunity. He's been a really important coach in our system before. He's managed here, so he knows the Diamondbacks. He's had 3 outstanding winning years with the A's as a bench coach. So, you know, it's just like you go to school, and you go to elementary school, junior high school, and high school, and you go to college, and then when you graduate, you're ready. He's definitely a graduate student, and he's had a very impressive spring so far.
And what are some of your expectations for this young team?
Well, we have a nice mix. We have some veterans that understand how to play and are being good leaders, but mostly what we really freshened up the roster. A lot of talent, a lot of active athleticism, and it's been proven if we really do a good job of laying out the basics and you repeat, and they get that down, they can be better much sooner than later. I mean, that's what we expect. We think we're going to be really tough to play against this year.
And Tony, you came in last season, but what makes you so excited to be a part of the Diamondbacks organization?
Well, it may sound a little phony because I'm already here, but I worked for 2 years with Major League Baseball. It was my first time, you know, looking at the whole of the game, all 30 teams, and the reputation of the Diamondbacks is right up there tied for first. So as an organization, they reach out to the community better than just about everybody, or as good as any. They're wonderful with their employees. So from the starting point, you know, fans, people that work for them, it's first class, and now it's, you know, produce on the field, and that's our next priority, and so we can have everything going for us.
And with that said, what do you hope that the D-backs do produce on the field this season?
I think what you learn is that you compete to the very best of your ability, and then you put yourself against the other side. If somebody beats you, tip your cap. But the game of competition is about winning, and we think we're going to be really tough to play against. We really believe that we're going to win our share of games, and we're going to get better and better. And I think sooner rather than later, I'm not predicting anything for this year as far as October, but we also don't limit ourselves because we know we have a lot of good things going.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.